fellow Sudokans, welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Wednesday the 15th of January 2025. I hope you are keeping well. It was a bit cool this morning, so I spent the morning hugging my cat Joni and listening to Luther Vandross. There we are, enough to warm your heart, whatever the temperature outside. If you listen to Luther Vandross and hang on to your cat closely, I think you'll be warm inside, whatever the temperature. What's going on in the world? I see a story we've been following a little bit is the President Yoon story. He has now been arrested. You know, he's been fighting arrest for the last several weeks, of course, after he made his declaration of martial law, I think it was. And he has now been taken into custody. After being taken into custody, he said, "Okay, I surrender for my arrest." after fighting it for weeks. But anyway, so it appears there might be some kind of accountability in South Korea. Of course, the other felon is not going to be held accountable. The slightly more important on a global stage felon will just take his seat and make it brown in the Oval Office coming soon. Right, let's get on with the game of Sudoku, shall we? Shall we just go through in numerical order and save a bit of fuss and a bit of time? Why not? By the way, this 2 and 5 is strikingly obvious, so clearly we're going to have 2 and 5 over there somewhere. I've got 5 there. I don't know about 2s, but it's just jumps out at you, doesn't it? Seven across like this. Eight blocking across here, across there, and down there. 8 going up to the top and across there. So now we've got 2, 5, and 8. 2, 5, and 8 there. So we've got 2, 5, and 8 there. Any help on 2, 5, or 8? Not yet. Okay, we'll come back to you in just one tick. Okay, we've got 8 blocking up here and 8 across there. So 8 in one of those 2 squares blocking back. 8 up, 8 down. There goes an 8. We got 2s like that and there. Okay, so we have some info on 2s already. Four blocks this square, and this square. So in this column there's a 4. 9 is to be used sparingly. Now, what can we do about this 285? Let's see. We've got 285 in those squares there. Do we know anything else? Not seeing much. Do you think I should turn to pencil marks? I think I should, because I'm getting nowhere. Let's go to pencil marks, shall we? Save some time and finish the game in a way that I know that I can finish the game. Let's do this 285 along. Well, let's do the 2s here first, because I know where the 2s go. There we are. Those are all the 2s. Right now I had 8s in those squares and 5s in those squares. What else do we know? We've got a pair of 3s there. We've got 3s in these squares and there. 4s are somewhere there. 4s are there. Another pair of 4s there. Bang, bang, bang. 5s are there. 5s in those squares. Pair of 6s there. 7s. 8s. Not very useful 9. Okay, let's go for this. Let's start putting the candidates in, the rest of the candidates in then. So we've got 1 blocking up here. Obviously got this 2, 5 and 8 there. So we get 1s in those squares. 3 blocks up here like this. We get 3s there. 4, 6. Do we know anything about 6s? I don't think so. 9 blocks up here. We get 9 there. Is that right? I think so. Okay, over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't know anything about 6. 7 blocking up there. And then 9 blocking. So we've got ourselves a 6 here, haven't we? Okay. Damn. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, finally can get rid of it. Having some trouble pressing the right buttons here. That's got to be a 3 obviously now, and that's a 3 there, and that's not. And we can get rid of a couple of 3s up there, and we've got 3 across here and across there, so we'll have a pair of 3s there. Anything else that's changed? Let's just quickly see if anything else needs to be done now that we've got a bit of extra information. Five blocking down there, so we have a pair of 5s in those squares. Six blocking like this, so we get a pair of 6s there. We also have a pair of 6s there, which means 6 blocking this square and this square, which means in that first column there is our 6. So we will remove the 6s from there. Last numbers left down here are 1 and 9. I'm not sure which is which just yet. Okay, so I'm going to finish this block and I'm going to come across the bottom because we've got 9 and 6, which are in fairly short supply. So let's see what's missing. 2, 5, what else do we need? 1 blocks down there, so that's 1 in those squares. And the other missing digit is 6, which blocks down there, so that's actually going to be a 5 then. 6 there, that's got to be a 5. And so that's going to be a 5, and we can remove those candidate 5s from there. We're now left with 2, 8 there, 1, 2, 6, 1, 6. Okay, looking good. So this can't be a 5. We can remove it, and that has to be the 5 there. Now we've got 5 across here, 5 across there, so we've got a pair of 4 and 5 in those squares. So the missing digits here are 2, and then the other is 1 and 9. We've got the 1 blocking down there. It gives me 1s in those squares, but the 9s, I can't see anything yet. So it's just, that's the only 9. Six blocking up here, 6 across here, and 6 across here means that's a 6 that we can place. So that's got to be a 6 there, and this must not be a 6, and this is the only 3 now. So that's a 3 up there, and that is not. This is the only 3 available in this block. 3 up here, 3 across here, and across there gives me 3 in that square. That has to be a 4. 4 blocking up here puts a pair of 4s there. Right, what's next? So 1 blocking up here puts 1 into one of those squares, meaning this can't be a 1. This has to be a 1. Now that can't be a 1, so that has to be a 1. This has to be a 9. Get rid of that 1 there. And now just for this row, yeah, we just need a 2, so that is correct. So that's got to be a 2 there, and that can't be a 2. This is the only spot for a 7 now. Let's put it in. 7 blocks across here, so 7, that's a pair of 6 and 7. This has to be a 9, and our 7s can't go in those squares anymore. That has to be the 7, and that has to be the 7 up there, and this cannot be. Missing digit here is 1. So we've got a pair of 1 and 6 there, 1 and 6 there, so this is not 1 or 6, it's got to be 9, if I choose the right thing. 9 blocks up here, that puts 9 into this square, meaning these can't be 9 any longer. That has to be a 9. That has to be the 1, that has to be the 4. That's a 4 there, that's a 7 there, don't know what that is. Missing digits here are 1 and 9, in fact, so 9 blocking there, there's the 9, there's the 1. That makes that a 1, that a 6, that's a 1. Get rid of the candidate 1s there, we're left with 2 and 6. 1 blocking up here puts 1 into that square, this is our 6, so that's a 6, that's the 2, that's a 2, that's the 8 and 2, then blocking like this, so that's the 2 there. Last number left here is a 9, and this is the 8. That's the only spot for a 5. Missing digit here is a 9. 5 blocking down here, there's the 5, there's the 4. 7 blocking down there, there's the 7, there's the 6. That's our whatever it was, Los Angeles Times expert level puzzle over and done with for a Wednesday. Take care, bye bye.